Yes, I think they melt it
So
and then
They fuse it.
Yeah.
Favorite color?
What is your favorite color?
Pink and maroon. And blue.
He likes you now.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have any siblings?
Yes. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Okay. What are their names?
Okay. Sharon. I'll put them in order.
What's the Sharon?
S-H-A-R-O-N.
Okay.
And Joanne.
Is it like space?
Small A.
All together.
And Kathy. And then the boys are Bill and Dan.
Yeah.
And we have one little brother who was stillborn. His name was Samuel. On my birthday, no less.
Oh no.
But your mom's okay with it now.
So
Pause. Action.
so where are you and your siblings?
I'm oldest.
Okay, you're the oldest. So are all your other siblings still alive then?
No. Sharon and Joanne have passed away.
Is Kathy, Bill, and Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next question. What did your mom and dad do for work?
Oh, my mother was a housewife
Okay.
most of her life. One time she worked as
Homemaker.
homemaker, yes.
And then, and what did your dad do?
He worked as a farm laborer first.
So,
L-A-B-O-R-E.
L-A-B. Okay.
And then mainly he was a mechanic.
A mechanic.
He could fix anything.
How would you spell mechanic?
M-E-C-H-A-N-I-C.
Mechanic. Question number 4.
Oh, pause.
Where did you grow up?
In Ellensburg.
In
Ellen, E-L-E-E-L-L-E-N S-B-U-R-G.
A lady's name and then Berg.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what?
Washington.
Okay. Question number 5.
Go ahead.
What was your first job?
My first job was babysitting.
Me too. What was your first job when you became a mother?
Oh, I worked as a secretary while the kids were little.
So where did you work as a secretary? I didn't know that.
At farm. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
Secretary.
Oh, we need to go back. When I was in high school, or when we were first married, I worked at Mann Brothers. So fun.
Man.
Brothers.
Brothers.
My favorite president? Well, you know, I worked a little longer than you have, so I have a couple of favorite presidents. One of my favorite presidents.
Pause.
Okay. Question number 6. What year did you get married?
1955.
1955. What date?
29th of March.
The 29th of March. So you had 3 kids.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Your grandpa?
3 kids.
No, this should be 56. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better. I was thinking 55. Why did you wait?
3 kids. Then it goes. So you have Larry.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
How about your teacher?
Larry, then
Who's second?
Terry.
Terry.
Can I go Terry?
T-E.
T-E.
R-R-Y. It's just like Larry, except at the beginning.
And Darla.
Uh-huh.
There's a Darla or B?
An A on the end.
Alright. Is it E-A or just A?
Just A.
Alright. Question number 7.
Ooh.
See, how long were you a teacher?
26 years.
Wow.
What all happened with that?
Question number 8. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food. Oh boy, that's hard. I'll have to think for a little bit here.
What about your favorite thing to make? Your favorite kind of food that
Food to make.
that you like to make?
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Cub Scouts lead? So do you think that was a good Cub Scout leader? We had fun, didn't we? Yeah, I kind of miss it. Alright, any other cast on the table? Do I have maybe something?
And what's more? Spaghetti and roast.
Roast is a good one.
And chicken.
Costco chicken?
Pardon?
Do you like Costco chicken?
Yes. I'll cook.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait.
What year did you find out about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
1954.
1954. And how did you find out about it?
From your grandpa.
Okay. What year did you get baptized?
1954. So I guess maybe I first heard about it probably 53.
Okay.
Do you remember what month?
Uh-huh. 1st of August.
Very close to Abby's baptism day.
Okay. What temple did you get married in?
Salt Lake.
Nice. Well, same temple I want to get married in.
But you can get married in any temple.
Well, this one. Okay. 11. Question 11. Do you want... I just have some questions too.
Keep going.
Okay. I just lost it.
Okay, I'm going to pause. What colleges did you go to?
Central Washington. And BYU. Especially out of the whole quarter.
It's hard.
Why did you go
Got
to
homesick.
2 colleges?
Why did I go to 2? Because I did my education in pieces. I went to BYU, then I got married, and then, sorry. Then I had to get a job, so I went to Central.
Were you the first of your generation, or from your family, to have a college degree?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment.
Who was the valedictorian of your class? I thought it was you for some reason.
No, it wasn't me. My mother would have been delighted if I had that. I was third.
Third in your class?
I was third in my class.
Okay. I always thought it was you. But... So your mother pushed you to get good grades?
Yeah. She was the valedictorian of her class. There were 5 people in Thorpe. But she did. She pushed me to get good grades.
She valued education then.
Yes, she did.
So I had another question. What's the highest level of education you achieved?
I have a master's degree in education. Master's degree in education. I don't think we'll try it too loud.
No. Did you think about getting your PhD?
Yes, but there's a test that you have to take before you do it. I did it already at Central, took the GRE, Graduate Record Examination, and it was awful. So when I called at BYU to work on my doctorate during the summer, they said I would have to take that test over again. I said no, thank you. I was just I couldn't think of it going through that again.
A massive test and
The language part is easy for me. The math's a little harder.
So how did you get your start going back to Central? Oh, no. Oh, tell us about Head Start.
This lady at our church was the director of Head Start, and she needed an aide to work there, so I started working with Head Start. That's 4-year-olds.
Like a preschool.
Is that for like underprivileged
Yes.
children? Low income.
Low
households?
income, yeah. Pay for you to go back to school, go to college.
That's nice.
So I got started through Head Start.
So you had a scholarship, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
But it was really hard to work and go to school and have 3 kids. So I got 2 quarters of tuition free, and then I think it was welfare that helped out the last quarter. I had most of it paid for, except for student for a loan.
What are your favorite memories from Central?
I like learning. So
How old were you when you started again?
31. So,
Now it's more common
Yeah.
for people to go back to school, but you're a trendsetter.
yeah. What's that old lady doing in the class?
So, what was your grade point average going through college?
Well, I started out with a 2.0 from BYU because they only accepted my classes I'd gotten low grades in.
Of course.
Yes. But I ended up with a 3.8.
So you start off with a 3.2.
No, I
2.2.
2.2.
actually got it up to 3.8.
So that would have meant straight A's while you were
Most
going to Central?
quarters, yeah.
No wonder she wanted to be a teacher.
2.2. And 3.8.
3.8.
The highest is 4.0. That was really good.
You get grades? Yeah.
She doesn't have a GPA point yet until next year. And she'll get credits this year. She's taking one class for
I'm taking a
high school
Spanish
credits.
class, and so I'm getting a head start in high school. So I'll already have some high school credits when I enter high school, so I can possibly graduate early.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Some easy questions. Who was the first boy you kissed?
Is
Do you remember?
Your father.
Oh,
really?
good for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, then. Probably good.
Good. That's wonderful.
Never been missed.
Do you remember where you went on your first date?
Yes, the Pix Theater
Aww.
was a movie theater.
Do you remember the
What you saw?
movie that you saw?
No.
Of course.
Of course.
She was Twitter dating.
We actually met in band.
So don't talk to the boys in band.
Yeah.
This is just off the record, but I didn't realize it, but Scott and the kids in his class that played in band had to come sit in the back of our class while the other kids went to choir in his class. So he knew who I was from him sitting in the back of the class. They were being babysat while the rest of their class went to chorus.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to work with.
Yeah.
Will you pass it?
It's going again.
Okay.
Okay.
So, did you play the flutes in band?
Yes, I played the flute in band.
Have you ever played a piccolo?
No, I couldn't afford a piccolo, so.
I've heard they're harder even.
Oh, that wasn't really the
They're little.
problem, that I didn't have one.
Yeah.
What did Grandpa Mann play?
Trumpet.
Okay.
The very last year he played the sousaphone in high school.
I think I even know what that is.
Think of a tuba, but different.
Kind of like a smaller tuba?
No,
Or is it bigger?
it's bigger.
Oh.
And so the bell comes up over the top so that you can hear it. This young man invented it, named it after John Philip Sousa.
Oh, I thought it was Sousa that invented it.
No, this
Somebody
boy
else.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, one of his
interesting.
band people did. At least that's how I remember.
Yeah.
Yes. Good one.
So,
How many places has she lived?
yep. How many places have you lived?
Have you lived in Washington your whole life?
My whole life.
Have you lived in Washington your whole life?
No.
That's right, you went to Canada.
Just cities.
Just
Yeah.
Okay. I've lived in about 8 different cities. Maybe more. But one year I lived in Oregon with an aunt. Went to school in 9th grade in Oregon.
Why was that?
Why? Because Dad got Daniel Boone feet and went on a trip off to California. And I preferred to be more stable. Go to school in one place.
So,
Kids.
was that in La Grande or
Yeah, not in the Grand Union.
in Union?
And then Dorothea moved to Union, to the Grand.
That's not too far from Somerville.
I love my kids and grandkids and great grandkids.
Oh no.
Did you have a question?
I
Rachel?
do.
Okay, but
Okay, we'll pause. What has been your favorite calling in the church?
What's been my favorite calling?
You probably had many.
I like playing the piano for primary, and I like teaching primary.
I could see you being a good primary teacher.
But that doesn't count with grandchildren. With great grandchildren.
Where's your favorite place that you've been on vacation?
The sea, ocean, not ocean shores, but seaside.
Seaside?
Yeah, over on the ocean.
Who would you go there with?
Your dad. We took the motor home.
Would you meet another couple over there?
Lila and Bill.
Okay.
And they stayed in one park just a little ways away from us. And we had our motor home. And the last few years it was very hard for your dad to handle the motor home, so we stayed in a cabin. But I really miss that.
Would you go swimming? Would you get into the water?
To walk in with your feet, yeah.
So what did you like about it then? What made it your favorite?
Oh, there was so much to do. Yeah, it was around Astoria is where Lewis and Clark landed.
Okay.
So there's a lot of history there. There's Disappointment Cove where they thought they were at the ocean and they weren't.
Disappointment Cove. That's so appropriately named.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a a good name.
And then they have on the Astoria side, the Oregon side, they have a fort built like what Lewis and Clark lived in when they were there. And then they also have a statue to Clark. Clark, because he went up the Washington side of the river, up Long Beach. And one of our ancestors, Nathaniel Hale, was with him.
Oh no, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Hale was on the Lewis and Clark expedition? Huh. How cool.
And then he settled there?
No,
No?
he went back home.
Okay.
None of them stayed out there.
Okay.
Went back home.
They were on a surveying exploration
Yeah.
expedition.
And they had to get all these things back to Jefferson to show him what they collected.
Yeah. That would have been a hard part. Collecting stuff for 1,000 miles and
Yeah.
having to carry it back.
That's neat. We'll have to go there sometime.
I love
Yeah.
Yellowstone too.
Oh, yeah? Have you been there many times?
Yeah.
Tell us about the bear and the fish.
The bear and the fish. Okay. Scott and the kids, boys, went fishing. And a little later, here comes Terry back with a fish. And I'm at the camp, but there's also a bear at the camp. So he gave me the fish, and the bear started coming toward me. So I jumped into the Volkswagen. It was a Volkswagen camper with the fish. So I saved the fish. Then I happened to think that Darla and Terry were out there with the bear. And I thought I better come back out and see what the bear was doing. I kept the fish, so we had fish for dinner.
And the kids are fine, so everything was okay. Were you there? Did you see that? Were you still with your dad fishing?
I guess I was still fishing.
I
Yeah.
was still fishing with your dad. And Terry came back all by himself,
Okay.
across the park,
Yeah.
carrying this fish.
But that's
With
why I would have brought the
What your
bear.
dad was thinking.
So Rachel, tell us about the bear that you saw on your drive through Yellowstone. Or Brooklyn?
Okay, so we came in a different, non-common way to Yellowstone. It was the
Montana side.
Montana side,
Okay.
and we were driving, and my mom sees this grizzly bear, and so I was like, bear, and so we turn around, and there's no other car, it's just our car, and when we notice that it's a mother grizzly bear with her 2 cubs, and we're like taking pictures, so excited, and my dad's like, this is probably the most dangerous position you could ever be in. And then
The
we're
window
going
roll down.
we're going to drive off, and then we turn around so we can go back to our way that we were supposed to go, and the mama bear crosses the street, and the cubs follow her, of course, but they just sit in the road.
Oh,
And
About 30 feet in front of
Yeah.
us.
And we have the windows down, and my mom's freaking out, like, close the windows, Cameron! And like Hudson and Lincoln are like looking at like, wait, I want to see the bear. And like, then finally after like 5 minutes of these cubs just sitting in the middle of the road, we're just waiting for them to go. They were like cleaning themselves and all that. And then like another car comes in, and we don't even think the car sees the bears. And the cubs just run off and follow off with their mom, and that was the end of our story of the bears.
But you got to see them for a long time.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Let's see. More questions. What subject did you teach in Canada?
trying to think of the word, remedial reading and some math.
And who was it that encouraged us to move to Canada?
Sister Lynch.
Sister Lynch?
Remember her?
I do. She had a 240Z, which was a totally cool car back then.
Still a totally cool car.
What was the teaching? What did you teach?
It was remedial reading where you help kids that don't read very well.
Kids who maybe be dyslexic, or if it was their second language?
No,
No, just
they-
reading struggles.
mostly it was the kids that were the younger ones, the younger children. They weren't made to do anything, they were spoiled. So they had no sense of responsibility. They didn't want to do anything. So it was really hard because they were able. Most of them, it wasn't that they couldn't.
Yeah.
It's just that they hadn't learned to take on responsibility. Because they were the youngest and they were pampered. And
They had no initiative, like no desire. Yeah.
Drive.
So
Yeah.
when you say youngest, do you mean like family order or?
yeah, the youngest child in the family.
That would be Hudson.
He's not spoiled.
No.
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 Neither is Darla.
No.
What other question can I think of? My favorite memory of Ellensburg is Central Washington basketball.
Yeah.
It wasn't meeting your wife?
Oh, true.
Just kidding.
That was always fun. Let's see.
I have a question.
Okay.
We'll go with hers first and
Okay.
then we'll talk about yours.
What is your favorite holiday?
Holiday?
Oh, good question.
Favorite holiday? I love Thanksgiving
Well, why do you love Thanksgiving?
because it's time to get together with people and there's not all the gift giving and you think about the things that you're thankful for. And usually the weather's good enough you can still get to somebody's house.
So what was the Corbley tradition?
So it was called
Thanksmas.
Thanksmas. We kind of put the two together.
When would you celebrate it then?
Sometime in October or November.
Okay.
There's no set date, it was just
No.
when we could get together. One year, it snowed the day we were supposed to go, and we picked up Darla from Ellensburg. She's staying with Grandma Mann, and Naomi was just a little, she's 2. And we went to a house where Sharon's daughter lived, Sugar Faye,
Okay.
Sharon Faye. And because it had snowed, they didn't think anybody was going to come.
Oh no.
So we got there, and on the way over, our car had done a loopity-loop.
On Blewett Pass?
But nobody got hurt. The car ended up going ready to go straight forward again. And when we got there, they had nothing ready. But whoever got Naomi's name had gotten her a doll. And she claims she never played with a doll.
Oh.
But we have it on film. Dan took a film of it. And she just played with that doll the whole time. Carried it around, wrapped it up, hugged it, and loved it.
So explain to Brooklyn what it means when they got their name. What did that mean? You got
Presents.
yeah.
No.
I know that.
That Brooklyn might not, yeah.
We do something similar with our kids.
We do
What?
No, it's-
secret siblings. In our family, so we get we pick a card, and whoever the card is, we get a specific present just for them. That it's like something fancy that we will buy, or we can make
it.
Yeah, and then other siblings we usually just give them a card. Something not as special as our main sibling that we have.
So, speaking of names, how did us kids get our names?
Well, yours was clamped on you from the beginning. Songs, you were a boy, you were going to be Lawrence Clare. Your dad insisted, because he'd been named after his grandfather.
Yeah.
So you were named after your grandfather. Terry's name we picked because we liked it. And then we knew a little boy named Terry, and we liked him. And then Darla's name we picked because there was a Darla in our ward, and I thought, oh, that would go really good with my name. So now everybody gets us confused down in Natchez. They never can remember which one of us is which.
So, there's a connection to Shelley's family. Tell us about the Warrens, and did Chloe live with us for a short while?
Yeah, for about a quarter. She stayed with us, and then she found an apartment that was cheaper than living with us, and she married Dennis Warren, and he was a wrestler at Central, and really good friends with Lemoyne Merkley, who married Susan Goody,
Who became my nephew's mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah. and Bob Odermont, his son, married a Merkley, I think.
A Roten.
A Roten, that's right. Bob's son married a Roten, which is from Shelley's side of the family.
Oh,
No, it's the Roten side.
which one, Lewis?
Roten?
Oh, Bob Odermont.
Bob Odermont, yeah.
Your friend's son.
Yeah.
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 Ah. Uh-oh, wait, Brooklyn, help me.
So, Mom, what got you through the hard times in your life?
Well, first of all, after your dad left, it was just like he had just dumped me. And I felt really bad. And I got pretty mad at the church. And people weren't very kind to people who were divorced at that time. And so it was really hard, but I needed to be there for you kids. So whatever I did, to keep going. Like my doctor one time told me that my blood pressure was too high, and if I didn't get it down, I'd be dead. And so I got it down because I couldn't leave you guys to float on your own.
Yeah.
So it was caring about you kids. And then one time we went to the boss's house,
Mm-hmm.
and they showed a film about the temple, and I thought, oh, I sure want that for my kids. So I got back pretty active again and stayed pretty active. I stayed active.
Yeah.
And I know that it's true that we'll see our families. I'd like us to be an eternal family.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We have such nice people in our family.
You just get the courage from somewhere.
Yeah. It was very scary. I was scared to be alone. Even with you kids there. I felt so responsible for you that I thought, oh no, what if something happens? It's hard to sleep. And even now, I do better when Darla's around. Just someone to talk to. Break the day up.
What advice do you have for young women, Brooklyn and Abby's age, and Kaylee?
Stay active in the church. Do what you're supposed to do. What time that you're supposed to do it. Like be baptized and then go to young women and work on your young women. Do those things and they will help you. And then be very careful who you marry.
How important is education for a young woman?
Young woman, education is very important because you never know, like me, that you're going to get divorced and you have no occupation to support your family with, or your husband could die, get killed. You never know when you're going to need it.
So it's better to get it now than later?
Yes. Okay. It's easier to get it before you get married and have kids than it is afterward. So set goals for yourself. And
it's easier, but doable. You did it. You did it.
I did it, yeah. But it was only because I had very good kids.
That does help.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Favorite author might be easier.
I like mysteries, but I like the Book of Mormon.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think it's really special. I've been reading in 3rd Nephi where Christ tells them to name the church after him, and that if they called it Moses' church, it's his church. And that's really happening now. A lot. People are naming their church the Running River Church, or all sorts of strange things.
They're not putting Christ in the church.
So I like the Book of Mormon, and then I like mysteries. Mary Higgins Clark probably is one of my favorite authors. You want me to write it?
Have Grandma write it for you.
Okay.
Where do you want me to write it?
Just in this one.
Okay.
Favorite movie?
Oh. It's a silly one, but I like Sleeping in Seattle.
Oh, yep.
And then the old ones with Cary Grant and what was it, Gable?
Clark Gable?
Yeah.
Gone with the wind.
Yes. Gone with the Wind.
What's the first movie you remember seeing?
I don't remember.
But how much did it cost to go to a movie when you were Brooklyn's age?
When I was Brooklyn's age, we could get in the Tex Theater for 15 cents.
It's like $15 now for one person.
Yeah, just about, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why we don't go anymore.
Yeah.
It's easier to get. And I like Les Miserables.
Why was it so cheap then? And like now it's so expensive.
Well, good, because back then they made 50 cents an hour when they worked.
Yeah, when I first started working, we got, out at Man Brothers, we got 50 cents an hour, and then it went up to 75. And after you were born, your dad was getting $1 an hour.
$1 an hour?
Yeah.
Wow. My teachers get $11 per half an hour, for every half hour. Uh-huh.
Your teachers?
Yeah. $11 every half hour, so for 3 minutes, 11. So if I did 1 hour, it's $30 just for one class.
Yeah, times have changed. Yeah.
I think of my grandmother who came from California up here in a covered wagon. And before she passed away, of course, there were airplanes and cars, and the computer stuff hadn't come out, but the change she saw in transportation.
So how did you feel about computers when you first started using them in your class?
We never did really use them in class. They had a computer class where they would go to a lab and a teacher would teach them, a lab teacher. And I quit before you had to put all your grades in a computer. So what got me onto computers was the family history. And now they've got me writing the bulletin for the board.
Yeah.
Which is hard because my office Word doesn't work really well sometimes. But I don't mind it. You can keep the same format and just fill in what's different each week. Yeah.
So Craig here picked up a second middle name, Estel. So tell us your favorite Estel story. Or I thought you told me that the Estels had the first white child born in New Jersey? Or was it a certain town?
It was New Jersey. Thomas Estel, who's the one we're descended to, I'm sure, I think, that they had the first white child born in that area on the Monmouth River there. And then Daniel Boone's granddaughter and her husband had the first white child born in Missouri.
Oh, wow.
And also, Richard Corbley was the first white child born in Indiana. So they were goers.
So who was the first one to move to California?
In the Estels?
Or, on your side of the family.
Let's see, the Corbleys? No. The Estels were there first. Okay. Oh, the William Kavanaugh Estel, my great-great-grandfather, he went to California to get gold. He and some of his other relatives, and he found gold. He got enough to go back and get his wife and daughter that he left in Missouri and come back out and build a beautiful home in Colusa, California. And not very many people found gold when they came out, and he did.
So Colusa, is that in north of Sacramento?
Yes, north of Sacramento. It's rice country.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
William Kavanaugh's sister married Joseph Gibson, And he had a big rice garden there. The house had 8 bedrooms in it, and Sharon and I went out there once and they let us go through it. But the young couple that had it then were having trouble making enough money growing rice to keep it going.
Action. Grandma, will you tell me about a memorable sporting event that you might have attended or watched?
Well, Larry started talking about the Central basketball team, and because of my student body pass, we could get in the games free, and they were pretty much a championship game team the years that I was going there. So we really enjoyed those.
Good family
games.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
A good family activity.
Yeah, we all went, and then there was another time we went to California, and we went to see the
Giants play.
the Giants, the San Francisco Giants play, and we saw Willie Mays hit a home run,
Nice.
and someone on the other team was pitching, and Terry can remember who that was, but I can't. But that was pretty impressive. We froze to death
Oh, really?
sitting there in the wind off the ocean.
What year do you think that was?
What year was that?
I was 10 or 67, 66,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah. Probably you were 10.
I remember Dad having to, go get blankets for us out of the car. And
Yeah.
it was at Candlestick Park, I think.
Yeah. Which was right on the ocean. It's amazing to see. Let's see if there have been any others.
Anything that you remember watching on TV? Any famous boxing matches or early Super Bowls that you remember watching?
I usually watch the Super Bowl, and I was excited the year the Seahawks won.
Yes.
But I was not excited the next year when they lost. Yeah. Washington is Seahawk country.
It is.
Well, and this last year Darla and I watched the basketball championship.
Oh,
And
The college ones?
co-
Or the...
college ones,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And Gonzaga was in till about
Yes.
what, second?
They went quite a ways.
Yeah, a long way. So it was
John
exciting.
Stockton School.
And that's a school in Spokane.
Okay.
And
We're at a regional basketball playoffs.
yeah,
We always have to go against our rival city, Pasco, in Spokane.
yeah.
another question.
Okay.
Have you ever crossed paths with any famous people?
I shook hands with David O. McKay down at the Temple Conference. The year I was at BYU, so I was 18. Famous people. We went to Seattle to see Andre Rieu, who's I don't think he plays much anymore, but he's a very famous violinist and plays all his songs by memory
Okay.
and has good Lawrence Welk music,
Okay.
kind of.
I remember them.
You're good, Shelley.
My mom and dad had baby watching. One.
Did
And Joanne Castle on the honky tonk piano.
Yeah.
Shelley mention that Alexander Schreiner
Yes.
came to Richland?
Yes.
Did Did you get to see him?
He used to play for the Tabernacle Choir.
Right.
And he did a concert, because we have a pipe organ in the State Center in Richland, and he did a concert there one year, and I got to see that. So I got to play the same organ that he did.
Oh, wow.
Where I learned him.
So was Ellensburg ever in the Richland Stake, or
No.
No.
we were in the Moses
Anyway.
Lake Stake?
Moses Lake,
Mistake.
and then Yakima. When Terry was born, the Yakima Stake was formed.
Okay.
So then we started going to Yakima. There was one time that I went to Richland to do a primary, it's when your grandma was state primary president, did a presentation on 5-year-olds,
Oh, okay.
and we went to Richland, so I don't know why, whether there was a tri-state thing or what, but I do remember going to Richland for that one thing.
Did you ever sing in the Singing Mothers?
Pardon?
Did you ever participate in the singing group called the Singing Mothers?
Play society choir.
Singing Mothers,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. When you kids were little, the Singing Mothers sang for conference one year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I sang with them. And I've always sung in the choir. And Myra Faye, at that time I was singing alto. And Myra Faye remembers us singing together in it. And she's passed away now. But well, I had a teacher in 4th grade. I would go over there from school on my lunch hour.
Okay.
And then in 5th grade, went to Nazarene Church, and the preacher's wife taught. And then the next year she moved away. So the rest of the time I just kind of taught myself. And then I took piano lessons at college.
Okay. The first time you went, or the second time you went?
Second,
The second
at
time.
Central.
Did you ever teach piano lessons?
Yes,
Yes.
a lot.
Was that it was a good extra income.
Yes.
Use your talent that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were kids out at school, my school, who didn't have, there weren't very many piano teachers around, so it was kind of, please, would you do this? How it started out.
Yeah.
Grandma, I forgot my question.
You got it.
Oh yeah, what year were you married?
What year were we married?
Yeah.
I'm 56.
Hmm.
1956.
Okay.
A year before your grandpa was born.
So what year does that make me being born?
1957.
That's right.
Good. Is he a good math person?
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Do you know all your times tables?
Not yet. I'm stuck on 11 and 9.
Your square?
I'm not past. I passed 10. Well, I'm almost past 10. I haven't done 9 and 11 and 12. And 3s are easy, but it's the next level.
Yes. He's in the gifted class though.
Oh,
So,
good for you.
Grandma, you told me a secret for multiplying by 9. Do you remember what?
Oh yeah, the finger trick.
Yes.
So what's the secret?
It goes up 9, 18, 1 and 8 make 9, and the next 9 times 3 is 27, 2 and 7 make 9, and the rest of the numbers all equal 9 as you go up.
As you go up,
Yeah.
huh?
So like 4 times 9 is 36. So I have a 3
Oh.
here and a 6 here.
So 40.
And 4 and 45.
Yeah.
Keeps on going. 54. What's next? 63 for the 7. And so on. 82.
What's 8
72.
times 7?
Oh,
8
81.
times
81.
9.
There you go.
And
That was
9 times 8.
9 times 8. 81. Wait, no. 72.
2. Good. And then 9 times 9 is
81.
81.
Very cool.
We
Yeah,
could
watch this one. So there was this kid about your age doing multiplication tables, right? He's having a hard time with his 9s, okay? But he knows 1 times 9, that's 9, right? So he puts that one down. And then he says, okay, I know 10 times 9, that's 90. And then he's running out of time to finish the test, and he counts, like, okay, how many do I have left? Okay, well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 left. Okay. Oh no. He looks up at the clock. Oh, he's got 10 seconds to finish. He's got to count again. How many do I have left? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He turns it in and gets a perfect score. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 9 is 27. 4 times 9 is 36. 45, 54, 63, 72, 81.
I've not seen that
I
one
know.
before.
That's a good
one,
trick.
Craig.
Cool, huh?
You want to keep that? Yeah. You can trick your friends with that now, huh? Mm-hmm.
I've never been in a chest anymore. I never had it being that low.
You would.
Spelling yet. I haven't been spelling.
Yes.
Spelling's tricky and reading's tricky for him. But math, social studies, and science, he has it down the path. So it's funny how that brain works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a smart brain.
You do have a smart
You have a
brain.
smart.
Sometimes they're like, Grandma